Good afternoon and welcome to Petrolheads London. And if you've not watched one of these before, my name is Tom and this is my YouTube channel, Petrolheads London. Hence the fact it's called Petrolheads, yes, obviously. Pointing out the obvious. Anyway, so, if you've not watched one of these before, this is my weekly series, 5 at 5. Quite a simple format. Basically, this channel is all about cars, motorbikes and stuff that's going on in those arenas. I talked to you a little bit about some of that stuff, some of the stuff going on with my car and my bike, if that's relevant, some of the videos up and coming, and some general car and bike waffle. So, first things first, if you have watched these, what you will know is if you're the first to comment, you get a shout out in next week's video. So firstly, thank you to Daniel French for your comments. I know you've commented on lots of my stuff before, so thank you for your ongoing support. We also had a bit of a conversation in the comments around the DBS Superleggera, which I forgot to reel off all of the numbers and stuff. It's a 700 odd horsepower vehicle that it's pretty bloody amazing, and the more and more I've seen it since last week, the more and more I realise can't afford, but I definitely want one of those. Absolutely beautiful car. The Austrian Grand Prix, well, it was full of drama and a lot of retirements, including our very own Hamilton. Great win for Grosjean. If you haven't watched some of the highlights, definitely worth watching. There was a lot of argy-bargy on the first corner, and there was, well, some questionable, some great driving as to how they didn't actually get any contact. Anyway, so good Grand Prix, although results not always great. Thank you to Petrolheads for picking up the fact that actually I called the driver French when he's not. He's actually from Monaco, so apologies to anybody who picked up on that. So that was my mistake, but still a driver to watch. Next thing, summer biking trousers. So I've been asking this question on a lot of my videos around what should you wear biking kit. So this week I have actually taken the plunge and I have bought some textile trousers, which are mesh trousers, so good for airing for long summer trips. So hopefully I'll start testing them and see what they're like. I've also taken the plunge on a jacket as well and some new summer gloves. So hopefully some videos coming on those soon. And so that's really, I mean, if you're into bikes, it's really exciting. So the next thing, Moto GP. So for those of you who watch motorcycle racing, Moto GP is insane in my mind. You think there was some almost close contact in the Grand Prix. In Moto GP, this week was at Assen, was quite unbelievable. So sorry, I've just written some notes. So there was a fight for the top 4, including the 2 Ducatis, which is quite apt because I did some stuff with some Ducatis and popped my Ducati cherry this week. That video might be coming in some weeks to come just because of time. Stay tuned and watch for that one, just give me a flavour of what's coming. But back to the MotoGP, those 2 Ducatis were leading for so long, but then actually finally Marc Marquez took the win, and there was definitely a bit of nudging and pushing on some of the corners, and how those guys stay upright is quite unbelievable. I have a huge amount of respect for their absolutely amazing riding. Unfortunately, again, not a good outing for English riders, so Carl Crutchlow coming in 6th in the MotoGP. So what else has been going on? I haven't picked up on a lot of other particularly car news, so new car releases or anything like that. As I said, I am still in love with that Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. Then one other thing I did pick up on is there was a release in the news today that they are talking about potentially scrapping the fuel duty cap. That could be disastrous. Our fuel is already astronomical. I think super unleaded is over £1.30 a litre at the moment. It would make us one of the most expensive countries for fuel duty in the world, which is crazy. So one to watch as well. I mean, it's not necessarily been confirmed as yet, but yeah, not going to help us petrolheads, is it? So in terms of videos, I know I didn't put a video out last week. There is one coming this week. I'm still in the process of editing, so I'm not going to give anything away on that just yet. But anyway, thank you very much for all your comments and on my previous videos. Thank you very much for watching Petrolheads London and this week's 5 at 5. Please remember, first person to comment, I will give you a shout out next week. Also, I'm really keen to understand your questions of me. So ask questions in the comments below and I will try and answer them in next week's video. That would be great. So if you've got any questions about my F-Type, about my S1000R, about videos that I have or haven't done, I'd be really keen to hear what you think. So comments below and I'll answer those questions in next week's video, and I'll try and make that an ongoing segment of this. Thank you for watching Petrolheads London. This has been my 5 at 5. Have a great evening. Cheers.